this is definitely cuddle weather where you want somebody in the bed with you to keep you warm.
Yeah.
No, and it's strictly platonic, just to be in the bed.
So you think you could lay next to a woman who is like really fine and not like do nothing?
I could.
Could you really?
I mean, but what's the point? Why?
Okay, what if she doesn't want to do anything? Is that not like torture to you?
Well, once she tells me no 3 times, then I'll just leave it alone.
Wow.
You got to tell me no 3 times, though, because the first time you're just playing hard to get. The second time, you don't want to seem like a whore. The third time, you're a little loose, and you're like, hey, what the hell?
Man, I don't know too many men that could lay next to me.
It's happened before. Or do you have to fight them off all night all the time?
Yeah, I got to fight all night. Yeah. I talked to one of my friends today, and we had this experience a long time ago. Like, we've never been together like that. We're strictly friends now.
Right.
But it was so interesting because when we got together, we were cool. And long story short, I had to stay in his room, okay?
Right.
And so he's like, I'll give you the bed. I'll sleep on the sofa. Ladies, okay, do not. That is like, that. What?
That's a gentleman move. What's wrong?
Yeah, it's not realistic. If you know she is laying in your bed and you on the sofa, at some point in that night, you will make, whether you sleepwalking or not, you will make your way to that room, right?
So my question is, if I invite somebody over and let them sleep in the bed, I get the couch, should they expect me to come into bed at some time during the night?
I think a man is going to be a man. That's just, it's sad to say that. Now, how much you have to fight him, some are like, no, okay, and they just let it be. But you got some that's just like, man, like he was miserable. He didn't sleep all night. He's like, that was the worst night of my life.
So, okay, let me ask, going into the night when you're in the bed for that whatever time, when you're in yourself, when you're in there by yourself and he's on the couch, in your mind, are you thinking sooner or later he's going to come in here?
Yeah.
Or were you just like, good night of sleep, and then it caught you by surprise?
Well, I've had both. I've had where like, I've experienced life enough now until I know they coming. But
are they?
When I was a little bit more naive, then yeah, I used
they're
to be
coming.
Like, okay, shut up.
Oh, in the room, you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
like
okay.
In the
Okay.
room.
Oh, my bad.
But when I was a little bit more naive, I really did used to think like, okay, yeah, I can go in here and lay in here and there not be a problem. Now I know. It's not possible.
If they don't come, what does that tell you about them?
About them?
Do you think he's a gentleman, or do you think
he's gay?
So anybody that spends the night with me and I give you my bed, then I'm going to have to come in there so you won't think I'm gay.
Yeah, find your gonads.
I had one of the worst experiences one time when I was a little bit younger, when it was a, female, and we were sleeping in the same thing. And it was supposed to be, just on a friendly basis. And as the night went on and she was asleep, I kind of got handsy, kind of feeling around,
Yeah, see what I mean?
Were
you being a gentleman?
No, I was not. And she woke up and she gave me a look that was 50% rage and 50% terror. So I was like, I apologize so much that night. I was pretty sure she was headed straight to the police station from the place.
What did you do to her?
I was just like trying to make her comfortable. Like,
with your hand?
Yeah, feeling around. Like, it was kind of like a massage, kind of. But it was an intimate massage, and she didn't appreciate it because she woke up. I thought she was doing the move where, you act like you sleep, so you stick it out a little more.
You toot it out a little
Right.
bit.
I thought that's what we were going. But when she woke up.
Did she do that?
In my mind, she did. In my mind, she did. But in all actuality, as I look back on the situation, I think statute of limitation has passed now. So, I mean, one could say it was a mild assault.
Oh, my gosh.
So now I just play it careful. I stay in the bed and then just try to, do the little spooning and hope they bag it up on me. And,
and then this is another thing. I made sure I did not go to bed, like, smelling good. I had on, like, pajamas from head to toe. I even wrapped my hair up. I went to bed with a headscarf.
Did you have a bonnet on? What did you have on?
I had a headscarf on. So I was letting him know, and I told him, I was like, I didn't come to bed ready for you.
As guys, that's a big sign for us, what you come to bed in.
Exactly. So my thing is, you tortured yourself.
when whenever whenever a woman comes to bed, and let's say it's going to be an overnight visit, whether it's the first time or whatever, if she comes to bed in anything that has animal print on it, in my mind, we having sex. I had a woman one time, I wasn't even thinking about sex, and she came out the shower and she had a leopard nightgown on. And, you know, just my whole internal body clock said, are we doing it tonight? You don't wear anything kind of an animal print unless you want to get it on. You don't come out with a zebra lingerie unless you want to do something.
Well, any type of lingerie, I think. If she comes out with any type of lingerie on, then yeah, I think she's trying to say, these are your signs. You know what I'm saying?
So what should I do? Like, let's say the situation's right. I have a good female friend, and we're friends, and, you know, I sleep on the couch. She sleeps on the bed. I mean, what is the expectation? I don't want anybody to think I'm gay. So I guess I should try something.
Okay. Well, it depends on how you ended up in that situation. You know, were the expectations set? Now, I am guilty of this, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I tell men up front, like, you know, for whatever reason, I end up at your house and I need to stay the night.
Right.
If I don't plan on being intimate with you, I tell you ahead of time.
Right.
So some get offended by it, like, oh, how dare you think I would do that to you? And I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or what, but some kind of come like, oh, you know, I'm a gentleman. I would never do that. And I know, I'm like, you lying. You know, you was thinking like, man, I can't wait till she get over here.
I'm trying to think, is that thoughtful or is that insulting?
Exactly. So I think some may get insulted, but I don't care. You know, I don't want there to be any confusion.
I think a good majority of the guys, even though you tell them during the course of the night, they're still going to try. At least you've warned them.
Well, the ones that I tell no, they don't bother me. I take that back.
I was about to say, I know that can't be true.
I take that back.
If a majority of the guys, like, you know, a lot of your friends I see on Facebook by the comments, if they had the chance to be in the same vicinity as you in a bed, I mean, you got to do something, at least try to cop a feel.
Okay, so that answers your own question, where you said, what should you do? Or would you be, you know, accused of being gay?
I mean, my mentality.
You gonna try.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
If I was a man, I would try.
Right. I mean, the worst case is they say no, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I must have been asleep. I don't know what I was doing. Oh,
Yeah, you know, I think, and I would just probably, you know, charge it up to he's a man, so you kind of expect him to try. It's just a matter of if he's going to stop at a certain point.
Well, because one of my homeboys from college, I give him grief to this day. He went out of town. He actually, this was back when I was in Louisiana. He came to Dallas with a date, and they went to some concert and had an overnight stay. And, you know, he's telling me the story, and he's like, yeah, man, we went to go see, I don't know, some R&B artist. And he's like, yeah, you know, she, you know, took a shower and came out smelling nice. She had a towel on and got in the bed. I was like, oh, dog, I'm thinking it's going to be a good story.
She got in the bed with the towel?
Smelling good with the bath and body lotion.
Yeah.
You know, smelling good.
If I get in the bed with the towel, that's a sure sign.
I'm
ready.
No hair wrap. The hair was down.
I'm ready. If
flowing.
I get in with a towel, yeah, it's about to go down.
That was my question. I said, so what's happened? What'd you do? Oh, no, I just went to sleep. I was like, excuse me? You just went to sleep? I guess he was waiting on her to make the move.
Oh.
But the signs were there.
They were there. I'd have been mad the next morning.
To this day, I tell him that she's probably telling her friends that he's gay.
Yeah.
Which is a bad reflection on me because we're friends.
We either think that you're gay or you have someone.
My thought process is I would rather try and strike out than not try and could have hit.
Yeah, I think you can try without being disrespectful.
I just amuse myself like it's baseball.
I think you can try without being disrespectful. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
Right. As long as you don't go, you know, overboard.
Right. Don't go too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go Mike Tyson in an Indiana hotel room for.
Right. For those of y'all who just tuned in, we were talking about laying in the bed with the opposite sex and trying something.
Should you try?
Should you try? If PBH ends up in your bed, should you try?
I'm probably the only guy that will answer that no.
And I'm so glad. I'm thankful that you
I know, right? I have so many friends, like, to this day, are like, yo, dog, I know you hit that. I'm like, dude, I don't look at her like that.
Survey says. Wrong answer.
Like, I know you're on a different level now. Like, ugh. I wouldn't want to hit that. That's
really disgusting.
It really is.
You made my stomach hurt. And then I just looked at you with your